I reject the notion that citizens of America in the year 2018 cannot be trusted to directly elect their president. The Electoral College is clearly an anachronism. Instead, I believe that the direct election of the president by popular vote and the winner of the presidency, being the candidate who gets the most votes from individuals in the election, is now critical to the essence of our democracy. The state-by-state winner-take-all method of awarding electoral votes is not set out in the U.S. Constitution. It was not debated at the Constitutional Convention, nor was it discussed in the Federalist Papers in the debate leading up to ratification of the Constitution. The Founding Fathers did not design the system of allocating electoral votes currently used in most states. Rather, they established the Electoral College without any instructions on how states should use it.
When voters go to the polls, they want to make sure that their vote counts. To think that in this day and age, that we have a system set up for President of the United States, where the person who gets the most votes may not actually be the winner, is wrong. There is a movement in this country today. People are speaking out like they have never spoken out before. There are people who are rising up and saying, we must change the direction of this country. But people first, before we do that, they need to make sure that there's confidence in this system, that who they vote for, and if that person wins, will be seated in that office. That's why we have to pass the National Popular Vote Initiative. We have to be a part of that compact. There's a reason why the day after the current president was sworn in, there were literally millions of people all across this country rising up. He hadn't signed a bill yet. He hadn't signed anything into law yet. It is because people have not been confident after that election that their vote actually counted.
It's basic to our democracy. Electoral College was designed at a time when maybe communication wasn't as good around the country, and things could happen with elections, but we learned painfully so this last election that when people say things, it goes up rather quickly. I think we can trust the people of the state of Connecticut, and more importantly, the entire nation, to have it be one vote for one person. That's how we should elect our president. I think our residents, the people in this room, deserve to hear from the candidates and deserve for their vote to count at the ballot box.
It's just critical that we move forward with this initiative to ensure people's sense that their votes matter. As we've talked about today, in every other election, each vote is what matters. There's no other office in this country other than the President of the United States where the person who gets the most votes doesn't win that office. It's just not right, and it's time for that to change. We need to make sure that people have confidence in our elections and in our government. This is a time when, unfortunately, people are questioning their confidence in their government. And moving forward with this initiative, making sure that people know that for every office, including the President of the United States, that their vote is going to count, will help ensure that people have more confidence in our elections and knowing that their voices matter. We see in elections all across this state and all across the country that a handful of votes can make all the difference in the world. It's important that people understand that their vote for president matters too. And it's important that we understand the historical context of this. When the Constitution was first written, there were limitations on the direct election, both for the President of the United States and for our United States senators. We've changed that, obviously. We now have the direct election of United States senators. It's about time we have the direct election of the President of the United States. Thank you.
No matter who you are, no matter what issues are yours, no matter what your political beliefs are, your voice needs to be heard, particularly in the election of a president. So the National Popular Vote Compact guarantees just that. It ensures that every voter's voice matters.
The National Popular Vote Compact is truly a nonpartisan solution to make everyone's vote for president matter, regardless of where they live, whether a blue, red, or battleground state, and to make the winner of the candidate who receives the most votes exactly the way the members of the CT General Assembly to our congressional delegations are elected.